a week can actually increase your bone density. It's a proven fact that if running 20 miles a week will actually increase your chances of living longer. Want to do something that people will be impressed about, but think you're crazy and insane at the same time, but you can also get in shape and be healthy? I'm talking about running a marathon. Less than 5% of the world's population will actually be able to say that they ran a marathon. Today I'd just like to talk about 3 different aspects in how to train for a marathon, and I'd like to go over your wardrobe, fuelage, and mileage. First off, you have to pick out what kind of clothes that you're going to wear. When you're training for a marathon, the last thing you want to do is wear too many clothes. Then you have to take something off. There's nowhere to put it. So I typically try to tell people, like, if it's 40 to 45 degrees, maybe like a nice fleece, but still you could wear shorts. That would be nice. But anything 50 and above, you definitely just want a t-shirt and shorts, because if you're going to be training and doing long distances, the last thing you want to do is be getting overheated and hot and wanting to throw those clothes off to the side. Second off, you're going to need a good watch if you're going to train. I have this watch right here. It's a very nice Garmin watch. This is a Fenix 3 HR. Not only is it a GPS watch, but it actually also it will keep track of your mileage, but it'll also do your lap mileage. It'll tell you how fast or how slow you're running each mile when you're running. And also too, it actually has a heart rate monitor on it, which is nice. It'll tell your heart rate during your run. Most runners want to stay between 150 to 180 on their heart rate. It's just a nice little piece of knowledge to know while you're running, and this is a great watch to use. Some people like to use music, some people don't. I personally don't listen to music when I run. I know a lot of people do. It's just something that I like. I like to get out on the trail or the road and just have time to think. I know a lot of people like to listen to music. The only thing I would suggest, if you are going to listen to music while you're training, is to pay attention to the traffic. Last thing you want to do is get hit by a car or not pay attention while you're just trying to adjust your volume or different music that you're trying to listen to. As far as fuelage, when you're running long distances, when you're doing the long training runs during the week or weekends, your body's actually burning sugar, and you want to be able to stock up on some good electrolytes and sugar. I use Gatorade. Gatorade's a great source of electrolytes and sugar. Also too, a lot of people like to use gels, the Gatorade gels. The gels are nice. One thing to keep in mind though is when you're using these gels or the Gatorade, it takes 20 to 30 minutes for your body to actually consume and actually to burn and use that energy that you're getting. So the last thing you want to do is be out on a long training run and then you feel like, not like really you're going to pass out, but you just need some kind of energy to take the Gatorade or the gels too late in the game, because then it's not doing anything for you. You've hit the wall and it's just too late. So it's always a good idea to, every couple miles, get your Gatorade in or get your gel in. Out on the marathon trail or on the marathon course, there'll be 15 to 20 different stations. So don't skip them. Hit every one. Fuel your body. I mean, that's very important to a long run. I like to also use there's Salt Chew tablets. When you're going for long runs and it's really hot out, your muscles you actually burn off salt. And I'll actually have like salt composites on my face from burning so much salt. So these salt tablets actually replenish it. And it helps from cramping up, because when you run long distances, you tend to cramp, and that's the last thing you want when you're hitting mile 18, 20, 22 is to cramp up. Now the big thing I'd like to go over now is mileage. If you're going to train for a marathon, you should be able to at least have base miles of like 4 to 5 miles. You should be able to run 4 to 5 miles 4 to 5 days a week, no problem. As you start, there's different marathon training programs. There's 12 weeks, there's 16 weeks, there's 20-week training programs. I like to use a 12-week training marathon plan. I've ran 3 marathons now, and that's a typical one that's helped me out the most. When you're going to do your short runs during the week, but typically like on a Tuesday or Wednesday, you want to do like a medium run. You want to do like a 6 to 7 mile run during the middle of the week, and then your short runs during Monday through Friday, other than that mid range run, will probably be 3 to 4 miles. Your weekends are what you want to set aside for your long runs, and you don't want to start out and just run 15 miles on a Saturday. You have to build up. Your mind has to. You have to train your mind to be able to run a long run, and also too, you have to train your body. So during your 12 weeks, your first long run on a Saturday or Sunday might be 8 miles, and then 2 weeks later you will bump it up to 10 miles, and then bump it up to 12 miles. That's what I'd like to do. I typically will do a long run every other week on a Saturday. Saturdays work great for me, and you'll get it up to 20 miles. 20 miles is the max. If you can run 20 miles, then you can run a marathon. So you want to finish your last 20-mile run about 2 to 3 weeks before that marathon, just to give your body a couple weeks to rest. So a lot of people like to run for medals. This was my medal that I received at the Chicago Marathon this last October. It's a very nice medal. Some people like medals, some people don't. I like medals. They're really nice. Running for a marathon, it takes a lot of time, or training for a marathon takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of time from your family. There's a lot of runs that you're going to be doing on the weekends. Those 16, 18, 20-mile runs, they take up a lot of time. I mean, it's tough telling family members, tell my wife that I'm going to be out and about on a Saturday afternoon. I'm going to be gone for 3 hours. So it takes time. You definitely have to have a passion for running. But the biggest thing is just to have fun, especially on the marathon day. You've done all the training. It's just time to soak it all in, have some fun, and just enjoy it. And I think if you just follow these 3 basic concepts, dress well, have the right clothing, have the right watch, and then definitely with the fuelage for your body. You definitely want to be able to fuel your body properly on these long runs, and then plan the miles out, and then be able to just get your body acclimated to running a 14, 16, 18, 20-mile run. Then it's be so much easier when it comes race day. So I hope this has helped you today. Just gives you a little bit of insight on how to train and run for a marathon, and we will see you at the next big race.